It finished 2-2 between Villa and Frankfurt. Villa denied what would have been their first win of pre-season in the 82nd minute. Youngster scoring for Frankfurt, beating Joe Gauci from quite a distance to level the game. It was Ollie Watkins that put Villa ahead on the 12th minute before an equaliser from Wahi, who, to be fair, should probably put Frankfurt 2-1 ahead after that, but I'll quickly mention his goal. It was a mistake by Tyrone Mings playing the ball out from the back. This is going to happen in pre-season, and it's no issue for me at all. We saw how clean Mings has been playing out from the back in many games last season after recovering from that ACL injury, so I have no worries there. Some fireworks in the background, I don't know if you can see those. Probably not. Anyway, and then it was Wahi again who had a great chance to score in just a few minutes after levelling the game up. Morgan Rogers coming off the bench, he was one of 4 changes at half time. He scored just after the break. Daniel Marlin, of course, assisting twice in the game. He was my man of the match, but certainly shout-out performances from a couple of players. More than that, sorry. Boubacar Kamara, Amadou Onana for me, both excellent. Onana, you kind of expect him from Kamara, don't you? But Onana, I thought was terrific. He was covering the ground really well, getting slide tackles in, using the ball effectively. Just looked head and shoulders above that Eintracht midfield physically. He obviously needs more minutes in the legs, but as far as his first pre-season half goes, don't think he's gone too much better. So that was really positive. Lamar Bogard as well, showing his versatility, playing across centre back, right back, and defensive midfield. That was again like a really nice aspect of this friendly too. I think while it's a shame that Villa couldn't get their win, what I would take from the game mainly was that I think it was played at a really good tempo. Did you see that? Might just play the fireworks. I don't know if I'm more entertaining. I suspect not. Game was played at a really good tempo, and I think you come up against a team in Frankfurt who finished 3rd in the Bundesliga last season. That doesn't really mean anything because we'll look back to last year and Villa lost to Club America, Leipzig, and Columbus Crew, and Villa got 2 different tests against Nashville and St. Louis to come. Teams who have obviously played lots already this season at a competitive level as well. They haven't just been playing pre-season games like Villa and Frankfurt have. But I was impressed by passages of play. Both goals were really nicely worked. On Marlon, and I've got a little piece. I spoke to him briefly after the game. A player who has obviously struggled in his first few months at Villa to win that starting space in the side. But, I mean, when I say struggle, it's difficult because whenever he's played, I've been really impressed by him, and he's taken goals well. He scored obviously 3 and 3 against Saints, Brighton and Forest. So I think he's got a lot to prove really to Emery in the summer, and this is essentially the best way to do that. I mean, he didn't get on the score sheet. He probably should have, to be fair. In the first few minutes of the game, looked at him hanging the ball to the back post, and instead of taking it on first time, he took a touch Marlon, and you wanted him to head the ball or finish it at the back post. Didn't manage to do that, kind of the wrong selection, but again, so early in pre-season, and this is obviously his first appearance as well. Just a bit of rust, but quickly kind of eroded when he's getting 2 assists and playing a key role in what was largely, I think, a really positive display from Villa. So if you kind of go across the team, Luka Dean was steady, same as Cash. Mings made that error, but apart from that, played very well, I think. He won the ball back in the final third. Villa was dominant in the air, as you'd expect, and his partner in the first half, Bogard, was again probably level on par really with quite a few of the highest scorers. For me, I gave him an 8 out of 10 because I think the versatility he's showing is really beneficial to what Villa are going to be doing next season and forwards as well. Konsa, kind of again similar to Mings, made a bit of an error, but no real issue there for me at all. Bizot, I was really impressed by again. Actually, I think against Hansa, he used the ball well, and I was encouraged by what I saw. I think if Watkins scores that chance when he plays the ball over the top, and then Watkins is kind of through. Yeah, if that turns into a goal, we're talking about it for the lead up to the new season sort of thing, and saying, well, he's capable of deputising for Martinez or whatever it may be on the opening day of the season if that is the case. So yeah, we'll see where that takes Villa. Obviously, the window is far from over, put it that way. So lots of moving parts still on that chance for Watkins, and this would have made it. This would have made it 2-0, I believe. He puts the ball past the far post at a bit of an angle, to be fair, because he did the hard work of getting the ball, getting in front of the defender, who was himself physically strong, but Watkins stronger and quicker to get there in the first place. Check back, got around the keeper, but yeah, his effort just pulled wide of the far post. It was shame that Villa couldn't get that goal. You think they'd probably go on and win the game, to be fair, but again, it doesn't really matter, doesn't count for anything. I was more just impressed by quite a number of performances. Again, Kamara, superb in that first half, and carried it on really into around the hour mark. I think 63rd minute that Emery made more changes. I think 6 players came on. Quite a few youngsters. Tristan Rowe, by the way, holding his own, playing well, and then quite a few others as well coming on and getting work in. Buendia started the game, and obviously that's a player who could have left Villa at the back end of at the start of this summer. Leverkusen had an option, didn't take it up. He didn't play too much at Leverkusen, but what you would say is that he could be an option for Villa potentially. We'll see where that goes. Didn't really get in the game too much, I don't think, tonight. However, what I would say is that he worked really hard. He's clearly in good shape. Kept himself ticking over in the summer for sure, because there was one moment in the 15th minute where Buendia's chased back, won the ball just inside the box where an Eintracht Frankfurt player would have probably scored, or at least had a great chance to score, because the ball was cut back into the middle of the box. Buendia was there, number 10, to get his foot in and help Villa out. So that was probably his highlight, to be fair. Elsewhere in the team, Bailey came on in the second half, didn't have too much to do, it didn't have much of an impact. There was a moment where Jimo Aloba beat his man, cut the ball across. Bailey was the player who got the end of it in the end, but put his shot over. Jimo Aloba, by the way, I think he was more involved today than what he has been in previous matches. Obviously very, very young and raw still, but similar to Kellyman when he played against Newcastle in the pre-season game, like 3-3 back in 2023. Philadelphia hit the post, I think, in that game, Kellyman. Jimo Aloba didn't go that close to scoring, but he did take the ball around the keeper, just too wide in the end, at the very end of the match, put it into the side netting. Not a whole lot he could have done more with it, but yeah, he's been playing up front and I like what I see of him. Samuel Jr. also came on, one touch in particular that was nicely taken, but again, kind of on the periphery really. I mean, after the 65 minutes, it's hard to really judge pre-season matches, isn't it? Because you've got tired legs, result doesn't mean anything, no one's chasing it, so you kind of settle for where you are. It's just a shame that Villa couldn't get that win, because youngster for Frankfurt scored relatively late on, and I think Gauchi probably could have done a bit better. He came on for Bizot as well in that second half. But yeah, look, all in all, I think it was a really encouraging first friendly here in the States. Again, Villa have got 2 different tests now coming up against teams who are fit and ready, and we'll give them a game. That's what you need. You need different opportunities to get ready for the season, should we say it like that. Last summer, obviously they lost, was it 4-1 to Columbus Crew? Hopefully none of those results against Nashville or St. Louis again, if it happens, doesn't really matter. But what you would say is that those games are going to put Villa in a better stead to figure out where they are physically, should we say that. And then you have the 2 matches against Marseille and Villarreal, of course, after Roma too. So there's more games to come for sure. It's we got another 5 matches, 3 down, 5 to go. So yeah, plenty of opportunity for some of those players to continue to make a mark, I guess, in this team. Just figure out where I'm going, and kind of put their stake their claim, I suppose is what you'd say. Players like Marlon and others too. What I'll have later is a vlog for you on YouTube, cut and edited by by Dan Rollinson, who does a fantastic job of it, because I'm just going around filming things, and yeah, if he can knit it together nicely, then that's like full credit to him really. So hopefully there's another nice vlog for you later. If you have missed the other one, it'll be on the channel somewhere. That was me going from Birmingham to Dublin, Dublin to Boston, Boston to Nashville. The second one is obviously me going from Nashville to, so I said Villarreal then. Where am I? Louisville. Yeah, and then I'm going to be going back to Nashville for a few days, and then from Nashville to St. Louis on the Tuesday, ahead of Villa's game on the Wednesday against St. Louis, and then it's yeah, back to Nashville for the game against Nashville, which will come next Saturday, I believe. So yeah, looking forward to all of those games. All in all, I think a positive night for Villa, and yeah, I'll catch you shortly.